welcome to Marina's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how we're going to stuff some zucchinis. What happened was that I made a meat pie this morning, and every time I make a meat pie I always like to have a little bit of mince left over. It's got all that nice vegetables through it. Even if I don't use it, I like to have it on a piece of toast or just use it that way. But then I got thinking, I had these zucchinis in the fridge, and I thought, oh, I think I'll fill up the zucchinis. So this is what I've done. Now I had 3 here, and I have cut the tops off them. I have washed them, and I've dug out all the zucchini, and you just have to dig it out like that. Don't throw that away. Just freeze it and use it as a quiche, or throw it in with your stir fry. All you do is, it's very easy to dig out all that inside the zucchini. What I've done was, I put those in the microwave for 3 minutes. It just softened up the skin, and it just seems to not make it so firm. That's all we have to do. Now put that in a plastic bag, freeze it. If you don't want to use it straight away, make a quiche out of it, use it as a stir fry. You can use that. Anyhow, what I've done is I've got my mince, and what I decided to do to give it a little bit more bulk was I've added a little bit of cooked rice, and it just seems to bind it together. I have enough here. I've put in about 1/4 cup of mixed cooked rice. I'll add another little bit to it. I don't have to put any salt or pepper through it, because this mince has been with all my nice vegetables through it, and it's all seasoned. So what I'm going to do now, what we're going to have, I need some mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to top them up with some panko breadcrumbs. So what we're going to do is, I've got a baking dish here, so I'm going to drizzle some oil on the bottom of that dish, and then I'm going to drizzle a bit of oil in the middle of these zucchinis. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I just had these inside, and I thought, what am I going to do with them? I had to use them up, and when I had this mince, I thought, oh, this is a good way to use them up. I was going to make a zucchini quiche, but now I've got this mince here. I'm going to show you how you can use a little bit of extra mince that you've got left over with some zucchinis. So what we do now, as I said, I have microwaved them for 3 minutes. So now what we do is just keep on filling them up with this lovely mince and the rice. I've got vegetables through this mince. Just keep on filling them up. Just like that. That is sufficient. You don't want to overpower it or fill them up too much. And these will make a nice side dish as a vegetable. You've got your meat in there. You can have it for a lunch. And that rice that I've got in there just gives it a little bit of extra solid through it. That's all you do. Keep on doing. What I'm going to do after, I'm going to put some mozzarella cheese on top. If you haven't got mozzarella cheese inside, it doesn't matter. You can just put other cheese what you've got inside. And that's what you do. Just keep on doing that with the whole lot of them. Very simple, very quick. And when you have mince left over, if you've done a mince pie or you've done something, just use it up. Even if you don't want to use it up straight away, if you haven't got any zucchinis inside, well, freeze your mince and then just use it up when you need it. Quite simple. Especially if you're making a mince pie and you've got all this beautiful vegetables in this mince. It's great. So, look, it's only a little bit. It's not a lot. You only need a little bit of mince. You don't need a lot. You don't want to fill them up too much. It's simple. Very, very easy. Just something different. You say, okay, what am I going to do with this extra mince? And I'll have my zucchinis and do the vegetables all in the one go. There you go. That's enough. It's just nice to just push it down. Now we're going to put that nice little bit, I put the mozzarella cheese underneath the breadcrumbs, and then we'll put them in the oven and they'll brown. They'll only have to go into the oven, well, you know, 30 minutes is plenty, because the zucchini are partly cooked. Then I put them in the microwave. That looks really good. I'll use up another little bit here. That is sufficient. So now we have a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top. Just press it down. Just press it down like that. And that's what I put, and then I put the breadcrumbs on top of the cheese so the cheese won't burn so much. You can cover them up if you think that they're browning too quickly, but you don't need to, because everything is cooked. The mince is cooked, so really they don't take long to cook. There you go, that's how you're going to do it. Now, what you do is after, I got Panko breadcrumbs. I love these Panko breadcrumbs because they're very nice and crunchy. So just sprinkle them on the top. Press them down. And there you go. You just put it on that dish that you've got with oil in it and bake them. They are beautiful. It's just something different. You can use up that mince when you have some zucchinis inside. And as I said, if you haven't got them, you can freeze the mince up and you can use this anytime you want to. There you go. We'll just keep on doing the same thing to all of it. You need a little bit of that cheese to give it that little bit of extra flavour. And this mozzarella cheese melts, but if you don't have the mozzarella cheese, you can use another kind of cheese you've got inside, which will be just the same. And this breadcrumb on the top gives it a lovely, lovely crunchy finish on it. And then the Panko breadcrumbs are really nice and crunchy. What we're going to do now, I'm going to put them in my oven. And I think about 30 minutes is plenty. Just have a look when they're nice and brown on the top. It all depends how many you've got. I've got 3 here, which makes half a dozen of these lovely zucchini little filling. So do keep on doing that all the time. Lovely. There you go. And the dish of mine just has the whole 6 of them, which are perfect for the tray because they can sit up with each other and they won't flop down. That's enough. More breadcrumbs on top of that one. Just press it down. They are nice and filled, which will give it enough. Okay. And the last one. Now that wasn't hard to do. Very, very simple. Whenever you've got some extra mince and you want to stuff some zucchinis, just do what I've done there, and it makes a lovely side dish, something different. It's a lovely vegetable dish. You've got your meat, you've got your zucchinis, there you go. And they look absolutely beautiful. Just put them in the oven now, and they'll brown on the top, and you know, I'd give it 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and they'll be fine. It all depends how many you've got in the oven. There are 3 zucchinis there, the perfect size. You don't want the really big ones, just to fit in that dish like that, which makes it perfect. Put a little bit of oil in the bottom. You don't have to put any extra salt and pepper because we've got, all the meat has been dressed with salt and pepper, seasoned. So there you go, just do it like that and put them in the oven. I'm sure that you'll make use of it and make them again. Okay, thank you for watching. Enjoy.